What's up, guys? It's Ben 2000 YGO, your friendly neighborhood Yu-Gi-Oh! Superhero, and today, guys, have I got a top 10 for you. Oftentimes, guys, people have trouble picking a deck that they might want to play because they got to think about certain things like, do I have, power, consistency? Do we have, is there even combos to be made? Now, usually when people do this, they think about their favorite decks and that kind of thing, but I decided, what might be interesting is to start making some top 10s that might actually help people with those choices. So, for example, a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players, and most I would argue, are familiar with the spell card Reinforcements of the Army, or ROTA as it's been known to be called. This card is very simple. It says you activate the card, and you add a warrior type monster that is level 4 or lower from your deck to your hand. Simple enough effect. And now, when we get any other spell card that has a similar effect, we call it a ROTA. So, that being said, I decided to list out 10 ROTAs for other decks, and this might help you in the future decide, help you decide what kind of decks you want to play. And if you like this video, maybe in another month I'll make a part 2 to it. I don't know. That's up to you guys. You guys let me know in the comments below if you like the video, if I should make a part 2. But that being said, let's get into it. So the first card we have is Zephyr Providence. This card says, add one Zephyr card from your deck to your hand except Zephyr Providence. If the Zephyr cards you control be destroyed except the turn this card is sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card in your graveyard instead. You can only activate one Zephyr Providence per turn. But you see, this card is a ROTA. You add a Zephyr card. Now, granted, it's not just monsters, but 9 times out of 10, you're probably going to be adding monsters. That being said, this card also has the added bonus of it's a one-time save a monster, so that's pretty useful. Next one we have is Diamond Core Koa'ki. You activate this card and you get to add Koa'ki card. This one is a little less restrictive. It's not, for example, you add a monster, it's not restricted by level, so you can add any of them among them, regardless of level. You can even add other cards, and this card, like the previous card, has the ability to save your Koa'ki monsters from being destroyed, either by their own effects or from your opponent's effects. The next one is from one of my personal favorite decks, and it's Charge of the Light Brigade. Basically, this card really does help with any kind of graveyard-based decks. You mill 3 cards, you add a Lightsworn, and Lightsworns have varying... Now, granted, it has to be level 4 or lower, but the Lightsworns have various monsters for various situations. Next one is another deck that I've actually been known to play. Gee, I wonder why people might think I might want to play this one. I'm actually not the biggest fan of Heroes, really, but I am known to play them from time to time, and that is Emergency Call is the next ROTA on this list because Heroes. Elemental Heroes also get to abuse the card that this card is kind of based off of as well, which is ROTA. They get to play ROTA as well, and then of course they have their own ROTA. So Heroes are lucky in being the right type and the right name, so they get to like 4 instead of 1, which is why a lot of hero decks are able to play low monster counts because they have 4 cards to search any of the heroes they want. Next one I have for you guys is one that a lot of people probably have forgotten about, unless you're an old school player like myself, and that is Fire Formation Tenki. Fire Formation Tenki is also really good because it's not just for decks that are like Fire Fist, which is what it was meant for, but it will search a level 4 or lower Beast Warrior, which actually, funny enough, helps out a lot of other decks. Examples, Lunalights, which they did top in an event this past year. So, there you go. And then, of course, we also have, some stuff that just got new support. The Assault Mode archetype actually has a lot of Beast Warriors in it as well. So, there you go. Alright, the next one we have on the list is another one of my favorites, Fossil Dig. You guys probably thought, this should be higher on the list, but the truth is there's no real ranking here. Because they're all ROTAs. They're all going to be basically the same thing. Only this one adds you a level 6 or lower dinosaur, which, let's face it, guys, dinosaurs are nothing to scoff at, but they are an affordable deck, and they are a flexible deck. As you guys know, I'm kind of known for playing things like Fire King or Metaphos Dinosaurs, which basically this and the last card could be helpful in those versions of the deck. So, next one on my list is Resonator Call. Resonator Call is one of those ones that probably not a lot of people have heard of, but because Resonators don't see a lot of play, but it's a ROTA for Resonator monsters, which most of them are tuners. And I believe it's like Fire Resonator or something like that. Red Resonator is the one that I'm thinking of. Red Resonator will let you add an additional summon, which could be good for combo plays. So if somebody just needs an extra engine to help thin out the deck and make extra summons, Resonators may be your go-to. Plus, if you're in time, I believe Red Resonator will give you life points, which could be useful as well. The next one is another deck that I have actually piloted in the past, and that is Xian's Smoke Signal. This card basically allows you to search a level 3 or lower 6 Samurai, which 6 Samurais also get to use, like the hero deck, get to use ROTA, so 4 cards to search for their monsters. And let's face it, guys, if you got that, that spicy Golden Bamboo Sword combo, you'll be going plus for days. And setting up a lot of cards to negate all your opponent's moves. The next one is Summoner's Art. Now, this card is a little more niche, but you've probably seen it mostly played in a lot of Pendulum-based decks. Cleefort, Ignites, Metaphos are the ones that kind of come to mind with this one in particular. But it's also been played in things like Blue Eyes and Dark Magician in the past, because it will search you a level 5 or higher normal monster. So, Summoner's Art is... I don't know exactly what the ins and outs are, like what deck right now would be the most useful with this one, but in the effort of deck thinning, it made the list, because let's face it, guys, if there's somebody out there knows how to abuse this. I may not be that person, but somebody knows how to abuse this thing. There's probably the right normal monster to pick with it. I just don't know what it is. And the last one on the list is Toon Table of Contents. The Toon Table of Contents is just a stupid one, because this ROTA card searches you a Toon card, not just a Toon monster. So basically what a lot of people could compare this to is, it's like having, back in the day when we had 3 Upstart Goblin, it's kind of the same concept. You literally deck thin for 3 with Toon Table of Contents, because you'll activate it, get another one, activate it, get another one, and then the final one you activate, because it's not once per turn, you go and you get a monster, and preferably it was something that can finish out your combo plays. There's a plethora of monsters out there, or a plethora of tunes to pick from, depending on the deck you're playing. They have all the attributes, all the types that are, I think, relevant. Spellcasters, dragons, machines, warriors, they have them all. You just kind of pick a Toon monster that will benefit you in the long run. So, alright guys, so this was 10 cards that are ROTA. I hope this helps you guys kind of pick and choose, maybe the kind of decks you want to play. That was kind of the idea of this video, is like, hey, here's 10 cards that kind of do the same thing, and this might help you in deck choice, or maybe a secondary engine for a deck. So, and, that's an important thing in making a good deck, is having a secondary engine. So I hope this video helps, because that was kind of my overall goal. If you liked the video, like I said at the beginning, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. If I get, at least, let's say I get 10 likes. If I get 10 likes in this video, I'll do a part 2. How about that? That way and you guys let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And that's all I got for you guys. I'm Ben2000 of YGO. I'm your friendly neighborhood Yu-Gi-Oh! Superhero. I hope to see you next time. Like and subscribe. Peace!